Up next, we take a look at a program at Lone Star High School working to stop cyberbullying.
And how students at the CTE Center are learning to save lives.
All this and more.
Frisco ISD-TV starts now.
Thanks for tuning in to Frisco ISD-TV. I'm Sydney Gray.
And I'm Alyssa Herzog. Glad you're with us. We begin with It's Elementary, My Dear, where younger students are finding pals to help them with their future. Kayla Kowalik has more.
Fourth and fifth graders at Elliott Elementary are taking younger students under their wings. The goal is to help students soar through the Peer Pals program.
Have you learned a lot from your peer pals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what have they taught you?
They taught me how to read, they taught me how to spell, and they helped me out with words.
These mini mentors shared why they chose to take part in the program.
Yes, well, I like to help kids learn because I like to see how they get better and better when they're doing it.
I love working with little kids, and I love helping them, and it's just my gift to do that.
I'm always helping people in my classroom anyways, so I decided that it would be good for me because I knew if I could help people my age, I could help people that were younger age.
Learning is a two-way street with these pals.
I've learned how they kind of like to think and walk.
I've learned how they write and how they understand it better so I can understand her and how she does it.
I have learned that it's a good thing to do, and you learn from little kids how they do stuff.
Assistant Principal Jody Jordan feels the program positively impacts both groups of students.
The younger students have a student in the building that they look up to, that they really feel like is a friend of theirs, that they formed a relationship, which is wonderful.
The Peer Pals program gives older students a chance to use their school experience to benefit a younger student and possibly make a new friend. I'm Kayla Kowalik for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Kayla. Recently, Erica Mackler and Jamie Miller had the chance to visit Medical City Hospital as working members of the press for an innovative experience. Here's the story in the middle of it all.
Students at Griffin Middle School in Frisco, Texas are engineering the path to their future by taking part in this electrifying program.
I've always been interested in programming and building stuff, but I never really got a chance to do it, so I thought it would be a good chance to learn.
Robotics classes at the middle school level help students get a start on possible careers. Teacher Jeffrey Veal hopes to set his students' gears in motion with a focus on real-world application.
My hope is that students are getting fundamentals of engineering as it applies to math, science, and real-world life concepts, because one day they're going to be out in the workplace.
One workplace where robotics is reality is Medical City, with the use of the Da Vinci surgical system.
I have to admit, the first time we were doing it was a little bit challenging to get done. But after you've done it for some time and understand the technology, it's actually I'm having more fun than I'd be having if I was operating openly in a traditional type of a way.
The robot allows surgeons' movements to be duplicated at a more precise scale and uses an HD 3D camera that Dr. Parnell says gives gamers an advantage.
It's all like playing a video game. I hate to say that, but it's like playing a video game. It's hand-eye coordination that one has to work with. And I think that little kids now are going to have a great time in the future because they play so many video games. They're never going to want to use a scalpel to do anything anymore. They're going to want to use the robot to do all their procedures.
Sonia Pegues is a patient of Dr. Parnell's, who used the Da Vinci robot to perform her hysterectomy.
I wanted to know what the advantage was, and my doctor explained that it just gave him a lot more control in the operating room and a lot more precision. So I thought that was a good thing.
Pegues says that she wishes she had had the operation sooner.
Because I think the robotic surgery has been great for me, and I know that robotics in the future can just do everything.
Although it may have started with a small innovation, this surgical procedure is already making a big impact on the medical field. I'm Jamie Miller for Frisco ISD-TV.
That story was entered in Medical City's Always Innovating Student Journalism Competition, and Jamie and Erica were announced as winners for their work.
They also won iPads for it. Congratulations, guys.
Studies show that these days, a growing number of teenagers are becoming victims of cyberbullying. A program at Lone Star High School is helping to prevent and protect students from this form of abuse. Maddie Eggers has more in higher learning.
They can't get away from it. It's with them 24 hours a day.
I've had kids crying in class. And
people can say some really mean things online. I think everybody goes through bullying.
For some, social media provides an escape from the norm, allowing them to do away with manners that would generally be shown in public.
It allows people to be bolder and to be a little bit more careless than the face-to-face interaction.
You're sitting behind a computer, so it's a whole lot easier to type those words than actually go say it.
Lone Star High School implemented Jostens Pause Before You Post program. From yearbooks to class rings and more, Jostens is a company dedicated to positive student expression.
Well, Mr. Bowser, our assistant principal, came to us and asked us to do something for the newscast. And he happened to come across this anti-bullying video. We played that video first, and then we interviewed different students who had been bullied and talked to them about the importance of not bullying around the school.
They took the pause signs and we put on, each other's shirts, and for people who didn't know about it, they saw.
I think it's a good thing because people who bullied before used to not really see what the effects were until it started getting put out there and more people started getting hurt. So Pause Before You Post is good because it stops people from actually used to bully back in the past.
At the end, we had different organizations get together and say they were on the plus side of the line.
Students' past experiences with bullying have stuck with them.
When I was younger, I was bullied, and it's not until you kind of grow up or you talk to someone about it, that's how it gets better.
I haven't really been affected too bad. I've been called names, but it's nothing that's hurt me too bad.
When I was in 6th grade, I used to have a breathing problem. Like, my adeno is overly large, so I used to breathe really deeply. And so there's this little boy in 6th grade that would make fun of me every day for it. He would walk past me, breathe really deeply and start laughing. So it really hurt my feelings, but after I got my surgery, it went better, and he was less to me about it.
Online bullies beware at Lone Star High School because the school is adding their own touch.
We're actually launching a new program that's going to allow students to report instances of bullying via text messaging. It's through our Lone Star High School Google account. We have a Google Voice account, and kids will be able to send text messages to that number, and then it shows up in my inbox as an email, and we can at that point and then investigate the incidences of bullying.
Lone Star is living up to Jostens' dedication to positive student expression.
It's very important just to maintain positivity. Teachers, parents, anybody involved in kids' lives, either whether they're doing the bullying or getting the other side of the bullying, just maintain positivity.
So we want kids to think and to stop and to pause and take a second to think about what it is they're posting before they put it out there, because it lives forever.
I'm Maddie Eggers for Frisco ISD-TV.
It's true, you have to watch what you say on the internet.
Yeah, that stuff stays there forever.
A class here at the CTE Center is teaching students how to handle emergencies and save lives. Erica Mackler visits the emergency dispatch class to find out more in high-tech happenings.
Police Department, Robert speaking. How can I help you?
Many answer the call for help in emergency situations. This class at the CTE Center prepares students for when the call comes in.
A dispatcher is someone who makes sure that the police and the ambulance, medical, they arrive on time and get to the scene and make sure everybody's okay.
The Emergency Communications and Dispatch class allows students to train using specialized equipment.
We have a simulation equipment that the students practice on as a call taker and then also as a dispatcher, and we have various sample scenarios where we have a student call in and then they take the call. We have multiple catastrophes, like a auto accident here going on, and then we have a structure fire going on, and they have to coordinate what unit they have available to send to that area.
Teaches us that basically the fundamentals of being a dispatch officer. It helps us understand through PowerPoints and through simulation programs. It basically places us in the position of being a dispatcher, so we understand it better, rather than just jumping into it in the future. It prepares us for it.
Students leave the class with bright lights on their future.
This class gets you a certification that will help you get your foot in the door when applying to a police station, dispatch center.
It gives you experience. Because if I never had this class, say I want to be a dispatcher for police department or whatever, it's like, oh, here's the AED system, and you're like, what's that? You know, I don't know all the vocabulary, I don't know how the system works. But with this class, you know how the system works because it familiarizes yourself with it.
Before taking this class, students must complete survey of law, public safety, corrections and security, and law enforcement to join the dispatch class. There is also a summer class held which is open to the public for anybody interested in becoming a dispatch operator. The class is held at the CTE Center. For more information, contact Lee DeBoer. I'm Erica Mackler for Frisco ISD-TV.
Can you imagine being on the receiving end of an emergency call?
Yeah, you never know how big of a role the dispatcher plays in those situations.
In FISD events, we take a look back at the block party that kicked off the One Voice program. Here's Morgan Yarnick with the story.
One Voice kicked off with a block party at Hunt Middle School. They hope to score with college awareness and readiness among African American families in Frisco ISD.
Well, I think the title says it all, is One Voice. We've had some students who might have felt in some way or another that their voices have not been heard, and parents as well, and we want to show that as Frisco Independent School District that we do value everyone's voice.
One Voice is an initiative started by the school district this year to focus on the African American families in the district, to help support those students in their learning and their families, to provide opportunities for them to network with each other and to strengthen them so their kids can be academically successful.
Well, I'm part of the One Voice committee, and we're a brand new campus, so we wanted to promote the campus and their willingness to work with the community and with the One Voice committee and to raise awareness about the program.
The event gave Frisco ISD students a chance to step up on their path to life after high school, while having a little fun entertaining the crowd.
We stepped today. It was like really cool. But yeah, we had lots of fun. It was just really cool to be out here with everybody.
Colleges, local businesses, and organizations lined up on this windy day, hoping to blow away parents and students with information that could influence their futures.
We do a ton of activities with the school district, and so it was a great opportunity for us to be here and show our community involvement. Jay Schumacher, our owner, loves to be involved in the community, so we do tons of things, and we're always willing to help if anybody needs it.
We are a technology school for kids. We do digital robotics, game design, animation, digital artistry, video production, and digital graphics. We want to promote learning, especially in the field of technology, because that's where it's going, and we want to show our kids in the community the great things that they can do that's not just book driven.
Well, the way e-waste recycling can help kids going to college, first of all, is the education of knowing what is recyclable and what is not recyclable. And it also can interest some of the students into the field of recycling or working with different commodities.
We're here for community education, and we just want to come out here, and of course it's a big deal for kids to see fire trucks. It's one thing to see them driving down the road, but another thing for them to get out here, actually be able to touch the equipment, climb inside, see what we do, so to bridge that gap and help them be more comfortable around us.
This block party opened the eyes of parents and students about options that are out there, of which they plan to get involved and take action.
I thought that I knew a lot as far as the programs that are available, but evidently if there's a need for a big program out here and that they're saying that there's a lot of African Americans that are falling behind the other races in this district, then obviously there may be things that I'm not aware of.
I learned that they have tutoring classes for the pre-SATs and SATs, and that you can take both the SAT and the ACT and just choose whichever one is better. So I'm getting tutoring for that.
It's very important that the parents are involved in every step of the children's education. And so that's why I'm out here today, just to be a support, to serve the community and be an ambassador for that.
There's information out here that will help us as parents help our children to get better at knowing what's out there to help them.
We get to know one another. We build that trust with our community. They trust us and know that we care about their kids, and we want to do what's best for them. And that's why we got all this together, just to show them that we care about their kids and we want what's best for them. So it's the start of something great.
This program started because One Voice spoke up about the need for college awareness among African Americans in Frisco ISD. it has already had an impact on our community. I'm Morgan Yarnick for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Morgan. That's all we have for this episode of Frisco ISD-TV. Join us next time as we discover how a student at Purefoy Elementary is staying heads above the rest.
And how a program in Frisco ISD is planting seeds to grow young entrepreneurs across the district.
I'm Sydney Gray.
And I'm Alyssa Herzog. Thanks for watching.